The chill in the air sent shivers down my spine as I stepped onto the desolate school grounds. The sun had long dipped below the horizon, leaving the campus cloaked in an inky darkness that swallowed the moon's feeble glow. It was a place I thought I'd never return to, the abandoned Ashwood Elementary School. Years had passed since I'd graduated, but memories of this place had haunted my dreams. The building, with its imposing brick facade and towering oak doors, had always felt like a looming fortress. Tonight, I had returned with a purpose, compelled by an inexplicable urge. A gut-wrenching anxiety gnawed at me, as if some dark secret had been buried here, waiting to be unearthed. The click of the heavy door echoed in the hallway as I entered, and I winced at the sound, my flashlight trembling in my hand. Shadows danced in response, as if mocking my bravery. The once familiar corridor now seemed like a labyrinth, endless and foreboding. Dust-covered lockers lined the walls, their rusted doors hanging ajar, revealing glimpses of forgotten textbooks and crumpled papers. My footsteps echoed eerily as I made my way down the hallway, the flickering overhead lights casting grotesque shadows. The air grew heavy, laden with memories of laughter and whispered secrets. But tonight, there was something else, an undertone of despair that clung to the walls like a lingering curse. I reached the classroom that had always given me the creeps, the one at the end of the hall. It had been rumored that a student had gone missing there years ago, never to be found. The door creaked open reluctantly, revealing a room frozen in time. Desks were overturned, chairs strewn about haphazardly. On the chalkboard, a sentence was scrawled in crimson red: "They took him." A chill ran down my spine, and I stumbled backward, my flashlight beam trembling. That sentence was etched into my mind. It had been etched into my nightmares for years, and now it hung before me as a malevolent omen. Who had written it? And who had been taken? As I turned to leave, a soft whisper caressed my ear, like a breeze that carried the voice of a ghost. "Help me." The words were barely audible, and I strained to catch them, my heart pounding in my chest. The source of the voice remained hidden, its origin impossible to determine. It seemed to echo from the walls themselves, as if the very building held a dark secret it yearned to reveal. My flashlight swept the room, but there was nothing there. Then I noticed something unusual, a trapdoor beneath the teacher's desk, its edges encrusted with grime. It was as though the room had conspired to hide this secret, waiting for the right moment to be discovered. Kneeling down, I grasped the cold metal handle and tugged. With a groan of protest, the trapdoor creaked open, revealing a narrow, dimly lit stairwell leading down into darkness. The voice grew louder, more desperate, as if beckoning me to descend. Taking a deep breath, I descended into the abyss, my heart pounding louder with each step. The air grew colder, and a damp, earthy smell enveloped me. It was a smell I recognized, the smell of a long-forgotten cellar. The stairwell led to a small chamber, its walls lined with rusted cages. In one of them, a skeletal figure lay curled, its eyes hollow voids that seemed to plead for release. It was him, the missing student, the one they had taken. My voice trembled as I asked, "Who did this to you?" The figure's lips moved, but no sound emerged. Desperation filled its eyes, and then, with a strength born of sheer will, it pointed toward the corner of the chamber. There, a tattered journal lay on the ground, its pages filled with the twisted confessions of a deranged mind. I picked up the journal and began to read. The author was a former teacher of Ashwood Elementary, consumed by a madness that led them to conduct unspeakable experiments on the students. The goal had been to unlock hidden potential, but instead It had unleashed a nightmare. The journal was filled with accounts of horrors, of children vanishing into the shadows, of voices that whispered from the walls, and of a darkness that hungered for more. As I read, I realized that the missing student had been one of those experiments, trapped in this cursed chamber for decades. His presence had kept the malevolence at bay, but he was fading and the horrors were growing stronger. I knew I had to help him, to set him free and put an end to this nightmare. But as I turned to leave, the chamber darkened and a sinister laughter echoed through the room. I emerged from the school, my heart pounding, my mind reeling from the horrors I had witnessed. The missing student had been found, but the darkness that had consumed Ashwood Elementary still lurked within, a malevolent force that hungered for more victims. The nightmares of this place would haunt me forever, a chilling reminder that some secrets are best left buried.